Morning, 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 morning. Welcome to another episode of Tie 24 Sports. Tie 24 Sports. Thank you guys for joining me. This is the best pick show, growing show on YouTube, Tie 24 Sports. You see the title, College Football Week 8, Miami versus Louisville. Let's get it. Let's start with the picks. The free picks, and then we'll get to the bonuses. So we got Miami minus 2.5. This is the safest parlay you can go with, but I will have some bonus picks later on. We got Clemson money line against Virginia. Pretty good Virginia team. Don't take them lightly. 20 points, that might be too much. I know Clemson's a juggernaut, but let's relax. We're trying to make money. Then we got Missouri money line. We got Army money line. Notre Dame money line over Georgia Tech. That's kind of dicey, but I'm gonna stick with Notre Dame in the defense. We got Navy money line, Texas A&M over Mississippi State. Though they did show a little life last week against Georgia with the highly recruited I think Van Buren is the name of the freshman quarterback. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then we got Kansas State money line, SMU money line because I don't like the points against Stanford. And then we got Iowa State minus 2.5 over UCF. I love the state of Florida, but I got to go with my head and not with my heart. Also, down at the bottom in the blue, you see the news. Please donate at Cash App, $ TY Rebel 22. And did I spell it right? Yes. And then follow on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Oh, okay, yeah, that's wrong. Give me 1 second. I knew something was going on. Give me 1 second. So the Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok is my name, as you know, TY24 Sports. TY24 Sports. So follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, so you can keep updated with the channel. So let's pull up ESPN.com so we can see what's going on in the rest of the world of college football. If you guys don't know, BYU by the skin of their teeth once again escapes. Yes, I wouldn't even say they won. They escaped last night against an Oklahoma State team that had underperformed through the midway of the season after starting off hot against Arkansas. I don't know what's been going on with Oklahoma State, but they showed some life. They started giving Ollie Gordon the ball because he had been getting the ball like in the teens. I think he got in the high teens, maybe even in the 20s as far as carries last night. Scored like 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough. Actually, I think he scored 3, 2 on the ground and 1 receiving, if I'm not mistaken. But you see it, 38-35 comeback victory for the now 7-0, number 13 ranked Brigham Young Cougars, BYU. So that's what's going on in the world of college football right now. Also, Florida State, we thought there was going to be an upset alert, but they were not able to pull off the upset. But they're improving 16-23 against Duke. So Duke is now 6-1. And then we got Oregon 35-0 against Purdue. Also in the Ivy League, you had Princeton 29-17 over Brown. And then out west, we have Fresno State by a field goal 24-21 over Nevada. So Fresno State continues to win. So now let's get to the scoreboard for today. First, we're going to look at the top 25 matchups. I'll give you my opinion. Now, that ticket down at the bottom, that's a safe ticket. But if you want to take a little risk, is at your own, risk. Risk your rent money, risk whatever. I wouldn't risk it. But the points for the I've always said the Dolphins, the Hurricanes is -5.5. I say -2.5. Let's give them a field goal. Okay, now this -20 against Virginia for Clemson. If you're gonna do points, let's do -13.5. Virginia's just not that bad. I would actually do -9.5 if you can, but go as low as you can, 13.5 or 9.5 as a bonus. So that's gonna be your bonus. Okay, Nebraska and Indiana, I kind of wanted to stay away from this because it's a 1-loss team and an undefeated team in deep in the Big Ten race. I feel like Indiana's going to hold it down at home. I feel like, but you got to go with your head, not with your heart. So if you do pick this, just money line Indiana. But I didn't put that on the ticket. Auburn against Missouri, I had to put it on the ticket. And know what? Take those 4 points for Missouri. Take those. No, what? Yeah. Take them 4 points. If Auburn's strong suit of their defense, their offense is kind of like missing in action. So yeah, take those 4 points for Missouri. I had Missouri money line. Just to be safe, because Auburn always competes with teams, they just can never finish. Okay, now with this East Carolina and Army game, East Carolina plays everybody hard. Army plays everybody hard. I went money line. I think 17 is a bit, uh, getting ahead of yourself. So I went money line, and I'm gonna stick with that. Now Alabama and Tennessee, the SEC on ABC. I almost said ACC. Sorry for my SEC guys, including myself. Okay, they got Alabama minus 3. Just if you're gonna pick just money line Alabama, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee wins. So you know what you should do, since they say it's gonna be a field goal game, I would go Tennessee plus 7.5 or plus 7. You don't go wrong there. Hopefully it's not a blowout. Hopefully, but our Alabama money line. So either go Tennessee plus 7.5 or Alabama money line. Maybe should be safer with the Alabama money line. I expect a 1 point game, maybe like a 30-31, a 27-28. It's gonna be crazy. We got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish going to the 2-loss Georgia Tech 5-2 against 5-1. This is going to be interesting at 3:30 on ESPN. I'm sticking with Notre Dame, but that minus 14 is too many points. We're not even going to do no points with that. All right, Michigan and Illinois. I did not put that on the ticket for a reason. This is another one of those Big Ten matchups. They're getting deep in the race. 3:30 on CBS. Let me get my channels right. Yeah, CBS. Okay, so I think Illinois protects the house. So take Illinois plus 6.5 or plus 7. Since they got Michigan minus 4, that's not gonna hit. I'm gonna say I didn't put it on the ticket. Do it as a single bet, and that's another thing. Chill with these parlays. Let's start doing two picks, 3 picks, 2 picks, 3 picks. It's the worst thing to do is you get 5 or 6 picks and you miss one and you lose. Now they do have round robins on some apps. So maybe you want a round robin, but that takes about $10 for about 5 or 6 picks. Depending on how much you put down. It starts at 10. It can go up, but it's no reason to waste a good ticket because you missed one. So let's split these up. Let's play threes. Let's play twos. Let's play fours at the max. You don't want those huge parlays. Come on, man. All right, now Navy and Charlotte, 16 points. I feel like it's egregious. That's too much. That's disrespecting Charlotte. But I do take Navy money line. Let's move on. Okay, we got SEC Network. This is not going to be a game. It shouldn't be a game. Minus 19.5 is too many points for Texas A&M. I take Texas A&M money line over Mississippi State and minus 9.5. Okay, now we got LSU and Arkansas. Now this one is dangerous. Arkansas is dangerous. I don't know why they're not ranked. They knocked off a couple of people and they took Oklahoma State to the wire in that overtime game. Arkansas is very deadly. Do not be fooled by this record. They're the first people to beat Tennessee. I think the only people to beat Tennessee. Matter of fact, when Tennessee was like, number 4? I don't know what they have against Vanderbilt or Arkansas, but they're going to learn today. Arkansas plus 7.5. I don't want to pick a winner in this. Arkansas and LSU. They got LSU minus 2.5. I got Arkansas plus 7.5. Now we got Georgia and Texas. I did not pick this on purpose. Pick this at your own discretion. They have Texas minus 5. Let's go Texas money line, baby. Texas money line. Hook 'em horns. Yeah, you thought I was gonna go dogs? No. You got to go with your head and not with your heart. Texas is gonna protect their house. Okay, now we got UCF and Iowa State. I'm going Iowa State minus 2.5 if I'm not mistaken. Let me look back at the bottom. So yeah, I got Iowa State minus 2.5. That's on the ticket, so that's obvious. I really wanted to kind of get the upset with UCF, but I think Iowa State will do like BYU did this late in the Big 12 the Big 12 race. They're not gonna fall short. Kansas State against West Virginia. This is a dicey one. You see the line is minus 3. West Virginia's at home, but I gotta go with Kansas State money line. But you can take West Virginia plus 7.5 for a close one. But I don't even know if that's safe. I think you're safer with the Kansas State money line. Kansas State might blow them out because Kansas State been getting kind of focused lately. Okay, SMU and Stanford. Now, I didn't like the 16.5. I have SMU money line. Let's go let's go SMU minus 9.5. I can do that. I can do minus 9.5 for a 10-point win. Okay, so now let's look at some other games that are not in the top 25 before we get up out of here. You know, early bird gets the worms pretty early. We're in the AM hours, like 9 o'clock. So you guys should have plenty of time to put in your picks. Also, shout out to the high school football teams. Miami Booker T. Washington with a big win over South Ridge. I think that was the biggest win of the night because we kind of figured it's no upset whether Central or Northern wins, but Central wins in a semi blowout. It was a defensive battle, but it was like 22-7. They scored kind of late, I want to say. But shout out to the Central Rockets. You know, Northern is still a dynamic team. They beat Cocoa Beach, I believe. They beat Northwestern. They beaten a lot of people. They beaten didn't they beat like American Heritage or somebody? Northern's been beating up on all kind of people. And Central has too. Central has really beaten everybody except Lakeland. And Lakeland probably wouldn't want to see them if they played again. So it's just, you know, a heck of a race in South Florida. Okay, now, for the non-ranked games, okay, first big game I see non-ranked, Wisconsin at Northwestern. They got Wisconsin -8. Ooh. I'll go Northwestern +8. This is gonna be this probably gonna be a field goal game, but that's a bonus. I wouldn't put it on the ticket. Okay, Rutgers and UCLA. Put this on the ticket. Rutgers -4. That's easy. They gonna smash UCLA at home. Okay, so matter of fact, I'm gonna add that to the ticket. We're gonna do that live. I'm not playing. That is not a bonus. That is just an oversight. Well, not even an oversight. I just went with the top 25. But we're gonna add Rutgers because they should kind of be ranked. It's just, you know, the Big Ten is competitive. So we're gonna do Rutgers minus. We're gonna do a -2.5. But I like that -4. To be honest, I like the -4. We're gonna do a -2.5. So Rutgers is now a part of the ticket. They're part of the ticket. Now we have UConn. UConn is 4-2. Oh my, facing against on Wake Forest. I feel like Wake Forest is a better team. I don't want to touch this one. So we're gonna leave that alone. Now Arizona State going to Cincinnati. They're still doubting Arizona State. What are they thinking? They got Cincinnati -5.5. Let's go Arizona State +6.5. Let's go Arizona State +6.5 as a bonus. Then we got Louisiana going to Coastal Carolina. This is a competitive one. They got Louisiana -5.5. Ooh, I would take Louisiana money line. Okay, South Carolina, Oklahoma. This is a good one. They got South Carolina -1. I'm going South Carolina -1. Let's go. Okay. Now, we got Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan. I'm going to leave that one alone. Rivalry game. I don't want to touch it. We got ACC matchup, Cal and NC State. Cal -10. Let's go Cal money line at home. I don't like that -10. But watch out for NC State. They could win that game. Okay, now we're going to skip that one. We got Hawaii and Washington State. Washington State -18. Let's just take Washington State money line. Those too many points against Hawaii. Hawaii scores points. They just don't play defense. Okay, Texas State -10 against Old Dominion. No, we're not going to even play that game. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous game. Old Dominion does not lay down. Okay, Toledo and Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois -2.5. Northern Illinois money line. South Florida, I don't trust them. Florida Atlantic, I don't trust them. USC against Maryland. USC -2.5. Let's go Trojans. Okay, Coach Prime at Arizona. They got Arizona -2. So we're going to go Colorado +7.5. Book it. Okay, now we got Baylor at Texas Tech. Texas Tech -5.5. Bonus, I'm going to take Texas Tech -5.5. I'm going to take Texas Tech. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it on the ticket. That's kind of risky. That's a risky pick. So we're going to have our one risky pick of the day. You know what? I lied. We're going to take Texas Tech, but we're not going to do that. We're only going to give them a field goal. So we're going to do -2.5. I know you might think I'm being cowardly. No, I'm being cautious. We do not want to lose any money today. So Texas Tech minus 2.5 against Baylor at home. Okay, I don't like that game. Okay, James Madison at Georgia Southern. That is James Madison minus 10. Let's leave that alone. If you're going to pick it, do James Madison money line. But it's not going on my ticket. Okay, so that's pretty much the games that I like. Okay, yeah. Iowa and Michigan State. And then I see another one with Florida after this. Iowa and Michigan State. They got Iowa minus 6. I'm going to leave that alone because I like Michigan State, but I don't know. You know what? Iowa money line. But don't blame me if Michigan State wins. So don't touch this game unless you're doing it as a single pick. I like Michigan State, but I think Iowa's going to win. But I like Michigan State. Kentucky minus 1.5 against Florida. Take Florida plus 7.5. You could take Florida money line. Kentucky doesn't have an offense. Florida got DJ Lagway. He's the sure starter now that Graham Mertz is out. I think Lagway is going to step up. Gators. You know what? That's going on the ticket. That's going on the ticket, baby. Book it. They had Tennessee last week, and I know Kentucky's the same team that got lucky and beat Ole Miss. They beat them with defense, but the problem is they're going into the swamp. We know this is a rivalry. We know that they will not be overlooking Kentucky. This is DJ Lagway's second start, but his first time officially because Graham Mertz is done for his career in college. So DJ Lagway is the starter for Florida. Here on out, he's probably going to stay on Billy Napier's job. So Gator Bait, the Gators, money line. I put it on the ticket, baby. I'm putting it on the line with the Gators. All right, now we got TCU and Utah. Utah minus 3.5. Utah money line, but it ain't going on my ticket. Oregon State and UNLV. UNLV minus 6.5. This is a dangerous game on the CW at 10 o'clock at night. Will you still be up Eastern time? Okay. Ooh. I don't want to pick against Oregon State at home, man. These are two good teams, man. This is a good. You should stay up at 10 o'clock just to watch TCU and Utah, UNLV, and Oregon State. This is why the Pac-12 is coming back in 2 years. I think in 2026, I believe. And this is why. These type of matchups, baby. I know the Utah, that's in TCU, that's a Big 12 matchup, but still, we love the Big 12, the Pac-12 at night. UNLV, they're not a part of the Pac-12 yet. I said yet because they're going to get them. I'm not going to pick that Oregon State game. I know what? It won't be a blowout. So how about this? Nah, it could be a blowout with UNLV. I don't know. I would go Oregon State. If you can, go Oregon State plus 9.5. I think they'll probably lose by a touchdown or something. I don't know. They got UNLV minus 6.5. Let's go Oregon State plus 9.5. With that Utah game, if you're gonna pick it, trim them points down to well, no, what? Utah's favored by 3.5. Make it 2.5, and I'll take it. 2.5 for Utah, and I'll take it against TCU. TCU's playing better. Utah, I believe, is playing with their young quarterback Wilson. So 2.5 for Utah. So now let's go over to Instagram so we can get some visuals from what was going on last night in the world of high school and college football. Let's get some visuals really quick. And make sure you check out the upset alerts. I'll be posting those today and tomorrow. After I get off, I'll do the upset alerts. You guys definitely need to look out for that. You know, some people were making little jokes. You know, I got the upsets right in college football for the most part, but last week I didn't do so well with the NFL. But you know, it's a tough battle. It's a tough battle. They got Mike Norvell, Florida State's coach, up on 3. What is it? Oh, 1-6. I was scared. I'm like, dang, did they fire up Florida State's coach? But no, he still has a job as of now. We'll see. Let me pull this up for you guys really quick. Yeah, because Florida State is now 1-6, so that's not nice. And they lose one more game, no bowl eligibility. So Florida State will not even be going to a bowl, most likely. So at least they're playing freshmen. They were playing musical chairs at quarterback. I think Luke Crummerholt should have stayed in. Brock Glenn, his confidence isn't really there to me. I think it goes up and down. Okay, see what's going on with this Instagram. It's on the screen, but I'm trying to get it to scroll. It's not moving for me. technical difficulties. We may have to, just end it here. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry to you guys if we do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, that was a false alarm. Okay, so now it's moving for me, and you see, Ev Mox. That's what I'm using. So it's powered by Ev Mox. Shout out to them. Uh, that's just a woman named Cody Sanchez. She's pretty dope with business. Okay, but as far as college football and high school football, okay, this thing is tripping up on me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry to all you guys. Sorry to everybody out there watching. Okay, here it goes. So now it's cooperating with me. Okay, so let's see if we can get some footage from college football last night. Show you guys what transpired if they give us a opportunity. Okay, so let's go to Fox. We usually go to ESPN. Let's show Fox some love and see what they got on there. Okay, so first they got the week 8 slate. You're seeing the LSU and the Arkansas game. You're seeing the USC and the Maryland game. You're seeing the Georgia and Texas, the UCF, Iowa State, Kansas State, West Virginia, Iowa, Michigan State, Michigan, Indiana, Alabama, Tennessee. They left the Miami game off. I don't know why they're disrespecting the ACC, but whatever. They got Auburn and Missouri. You got Nebraska and Indiana. So it's an action-packed week. But last night, 7-0 now for the Oregon Ducks, first time since 2013. So this is just basically them after the game, celebrating with the fans, doing rock, paper, scissors. Well, actually, this is still during the game, but it's like 4 minutes left and it's 35-0. So that's after the game because the game was already over. So here's some highlights from it. Dylan Gabriel, one of the oldest and most experienced quarterbacks in the NCAA right now. I think he has the record for yards, active passing yards, if I'm not mistaken, an active total offense, something like that. So he was out there getting jiggy, doing the back shoulder fade. Then we got the Oregon Duck, celebrating on the field. On the field. That should be a flag during the play. No, I'm sorry. This isn't during the play. This is during the, I guess, the intro. Yeah, but you got to stay on your feet, man. You got to stay on your feet for the Ducks. Also, you guys, look out. College basketball is coming. College basketball is coming. Shout out. College basketball is definitely coming. Okay, so this is some more highlights from the game. A deep one. Should have been a touchdown, but had the tight coverage. But Evan Stewart has been going off. The transfer from Texas A&M. He has really been showing why he was such a top transfer. So now let's go and see what's going on in the world of high school football really quick. We got Footballville Nation. They usually cover a lot of South Florida high school football. I know they're actually up there at the Louisville game for Miami, so I don't know how much high school stuff they caught yesterday. Okay, so this is from the BYU game. Ollie Gordon averaged 10 yards a carry last night, but it still was not enough. He's hurdling guys, and he's been getting less carries. I think that's because they're preparing for the NFL draft. They don't want that 20 carries a game. I heard people talking about that before the season. This is basically, the Heisman race. Streeter from Footballville talking about Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. Who do you think you should vote for? So you guys get in the comment section and let him know and let me know. And then also you had Travis Hunter, campaigning for himself. RG3, since he's been fired from ESPN, he's been basically working for Colorado. You know what I mean? He's a big name, and he's aligning himself with another big name. Coach Prime's looking out for his interests and for RG3's interests. Howard Cosell and Muhammad Ali did exclusive interviews. So maybe this is one of those relationships. Ahmad Rashad and Michael Jordan. Sometimes certain athletes or certain teams, they can put a certain guy on the map. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. This is something with Sam Houston State. I don't know what that was, but let's check out this page. The Portal 305, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. So Miami Hurricanes commit Ezekiel Mercedes. Some people were questioning the commitment. Nobody's questioning it now after he won the MVP of the GMAC, which is like the Miami Greater Miami championship against Norland. It was Central winning. He actually had 4 sacks and was the player of the game. You was talking about the linebackers, right? That's what somebody says. Somebody says, my guy, fire. Somebody says, congratulations, hard eyes, clap. I don't know if that's one of the aunties or secret admirers. I don't know. But no, shout out to number 4 from Central. Every time you see him, he putting on more weight. So I guess he got the message. They were saying he's small. He ain't small no more. Also, we got I think a sophomore wide receiver from Miami Northwestern in their GMAC matchup against Columbus, where they got the upset victory. He had 2 touchdowns on Thursday night because the big matchup was Friday against Central and Norland. But shout out to number 2 from Miami Northwestern. And now these are like the ranks as far as the portal. These aren't official, but according to the portal 305, Central's the best team in Greater Miami. Then Chaminade, Norland, St. Thomas, because St. Thomas lost to Chaminade. No, they lost to Chaminade. South Ridge, but that's gonna change because Booker T just beat South Ridge. Got Piper, Columbus lost to Northwestern, so they'll jump. Dillard, Monarch, Northwestern. So shout out to all the South Florida teams. Shout out to the GMAC, and then also earlier this week, Norland actually beat American Heritage when their quarterback threw for 255, had 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. And speaking of their quarterback, this guy is maybe 5'11", 6 feet, 5'10", but he's a big guy. He looked about 215. I would say one of you programs that are struggling, that's a G5 program, he's too good to go FCS. He's an FBS quarterback. He's just maybe not a power 4 quarterback, unless he goes to a Vanderbilt or I won't even say Duke. What's a smaller school in the ACC? Like a low ACC, low Big 12. He probably couldn't go to the big programs, but one of those lesser programs. I don't see him as an NFL guy, but he's definitely a good college quarterback. He's been putting up big numbers against great competition for 4 years now. He's been playing since he was like a freshman or sophomore. Other than Central, nobody really can stop this kid. This kid is really doing it, throwing it. You got to respect what is his name? EJ Yapora. So shout out to that guy. He needs to get recruited. I may have to do a review on him. And also Jay Carr, his wide receiver, going to FAU. I don't think that's gonna last. I think he'll probably do 2 years at FAU, and then the Power 4 start calling unless he stays loyal to his team. But look at this duo. They just do big things, man. So they lost last night, but on Monday night, after the hurricane, they made up a game and they really showed out against American Heritage. So that's gonna be the show for the day. Go put in the picks. I'll catch you guys later.